Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to study chapter 5 from your, this is your Hornbill textbook. Chapter 5, the chapter is known as The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role. It's written by Nani Palkivala. Now, in this chapter, we are going to talk about the importance of saving our ecosystem, the importance of saving trees, and be saving our environment as a whole. So in the first part of the chapter, the writer is talking about the green movement's role, the green movement, and he said that see the in the human when we study about human history, we cannot recall exactly when human beings are aware of what the importance of the green movement in our life. But what happened is that now in 1972, the specific time, the specific year is 1972. We can recall that in 1972, the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand. So in New Zealand, in 1972, in New Zealand, they started this movement called the Green Party, the Green Party or the Green Movement. So this movement, which has officially started in 1972, has not yet looked back, because all over the world there are green movements everywhere. People are joining in on campaigns like saving the trees, saving the environment, and all these things. So now, in the past, even in our own state, in Mizoram also, when we talk about our own state, our ancestors, our past ancestors, used to burn down so many forests, cut down so many trees in order to cultivate lands, in order there to have cultivable lands. So these are not cutting down huge amount of trees, cutting down so many forest trees, putting fire on the lands is not a very good way to save our environment, because it is burning trees polluted our environment, and also cutting down of trees can cause to so many problems that we face today. Now, these kind of teachings are taught everywhere around the world to save trees, to save our environment, to be gentler with the environment, to not be so to not make the world so polluted. Now, what happened is that these days, even our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, he wanted to promote the use of electric cars. Why? Because these days we are using a motor vehicle which uses petrol or diesel. They are using gas as a whole. So what happened is that this kind of vehicle, they produce so many smoke out of these vehicles. We can see when you see vehicles running on the road, you can see that they produces so many noise and also so many smoke. So this causes noise pollution, air pollution. So they used to say that the capital of India, New Delhi, is one of the most polluted cities, because there are so many vehicles that are available in the city, and so many factories, industries and factories were set up in the big cities. And so what happened is that these factories and these industries, they produce so much smoke, which is polluting the air, and this causes so many problems, health problems in human beings. And now here we see the Earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. Now the Earth's vital signs means that the writer is comparing the Earth, the planet Earth that we are living in, as a patient in declining health. Now, if we ever see any patient, a patient means someone who is having severe illness. So this is our earth is the writer is saying that our earth is just like a patient who is having severe illness. So day by day it is declining until it reaches its death, its final death. So now what happened was that because of this, environmentalists all over the world are trying to help the earth, revive the earth. That is why every day, I mean every year, we wanted to save our earth by planting more and more trees. But what happened when we plant trees? Even if we plant 2 or 3 trees, then when it grows up, it produces, like as we know, trees, these green grasses, they produces they give out oxygen, which is essential for the human beings, and they take in carbon dioxide, whereas human beings, we breathe out carbon dioxide and take in oxygen. That is why we are exchanging the good and the bad things amongst ourselves, and that is why we needed these trees for us so much, and that is why we always told to plant more and more trees to make our environment cleaner and clearer. The concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. Now, the concept of sustainable development, this sustainable development is popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment. Sustainable development means that which can be sustained, like they said that they define these ideas of sustainable development as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. So they define this sustainable development as the development which meets the needs of the present. The needs of the present means it meets the needs of all the human beings that are living today, as well as it does not destroy the needs of the generations to come, our sons, our grandsons, our grandchildren. They needed all this good environment for themselves to live in, so it does not destroy all these things. Now what happened was that in the zoo in there is a zoo in Lusaka, Zambia, in the country Zambia. In a place called Lusaka, there is a zoo. And so I think you all know what a zoo means. A zoo is where they keep all these different kinds of animals. Now what happened was that in this zoo in Lusaka, there is a place, they keep a place like a very big cage was kept there. And in the outside of the gate, outside of the cage, they were putting up a sign. They said the world's most dangerous animal. So they put up a sign saying the world's most dangerous animal. So naturally, people were very excited to see, people were very curious to see what this world's most dangerous animal is. What is this world's most dangerous animal? So they wanted to see what is there. So once they go inside, what they see is there is a very huge mirror which was kept there. So when people go inside, they can see themselves. So this is to give awareness, this is to send awareness to these people that human being, a man is, these human beings are the world's most dangerous animals, because we have developed so many things within our existence. Because when human beings existed, you know, these days so many technological advances are there, because they are discovering new things every day, almost every day. They are discovering new technological gadgets every day. And so because of this, we are polluting our environment, we are destroying our environment. And because of this, in this zoo, the zookeepers in this Zambia, in this Lusaka, they wanted people to be aware that human beings are the most dangerous animals in the world. And it is, scientists have cataloged about 1.4 million living species. Now scientists, as far as today, scientists have catalog means they have kept record of about 1.4 million different species of living beings, living things present in the earth. And they said that there are about 3 to 100 million other living species that are still not yet discovered, or that are still not yet recorded. So you see how many living species are sharing this earth. It means that they wanted us to know that this earth is meant not only for human beings alone, not only human beings are living in this earth, because human beings as well as animals and land animals, water animals, and also small living organisms, which can be seen with our eyes as well as which cannot be seen with our eyes, are all, everything that is living in this earth, and we share this living. So it does not only belong to human beings. So we do not have the permission to destroy earth as we did today. So now what happened was that in Mr. Elkeja is the member of the Brand Commission. This Brand Commission deals with ecology and environment, and Mr. Elkeja raised a question which says, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes, and ailing environment? Now, Mr. Elkeja is saying, are we going to leave our future generations with this bed, earth full of deserts? I think you know what deserts means. In the desert, nothing can grow. So are we going to leave our future generations with deserts and scorched earth, destroyed earth? And are we going to leave them like this because we're destroying things every day? Mr. Lester R. Brown, in his thoughtful book, The Global Economic Prospect, points out that the Earth's principal biological systems are four: fisheries, forests, grasslands, and croplands, and they form the foundation of the global economic system. Now, Mr. Lester R. Brown said, the Earth's biological system are four, namely fisheries, forests, grasslands, and croplands. So all these are part of the Earth's economic system. Now, these four biological systems, they supply our food, and also they do not only supply our food, but also they provide us with raw materials that are necessary for industry and also everything that is needed in this for human beings to live. So this but what happened is that human beings, we are overfishing even the fishes in the ocean. We are overfishing these fishes and not giving them the chance to reproduce and to recreate and reproduce. And also so many people are cutting down forest trees in order to create firewood, for their firewood, and also for building houses and all this. We are destroying the earth every day. Now but what happened is that if we plant trees, a normal tree, in order to become an adult tree, it takes so many years, 5-10 years, to become an adult tree, and that we cut down in only in one day. So what happened is that revival of this economic system is very difficult. So we need to plant trees every day. This is what they wanted in order to save our planet. Now, James Pett, the president of the World Resources Institute, said the other day, we were saying that we are losing the forest at an acre a second, but it is much closer to an acre and a half to a second. So this James Pett, the president of the World Resources Institute, said we are losing our forests an acre a second. An acre means one huge plot of land. So he is saying that all over the world we are losing an acre a second. And it is very dangerous for human beings. Now, in Article 48A of the Constitution of India provides that the state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. Now, in our own Indian Constitution, Article 48A of our Constitution states that we should, the state shall provide to endeavor and protect the environment and improve and also safeguard, not only improve and protect the environment, but also safeguard the environment and the forest and the wildlife of this country. So it states that the state is responsible for protecting and improving and safeguarding the forest and the wildlife of their own territory. Now what happened is that um, in India, good laws are made. Laws are made everywhere. Very good. We have all these good constitution laws are made every day. But what happened is that laws are not fully enforced by the people uh, who are responsible to do it. People who are responsible for enforcing the law are always, almost always violating the law. So this is what happened. That is why the writer is saying that is why we cannot have, a normal environmental ecological balance and all. Now the environment is, the earth's condition is, according to the satellite imaging, according to the satellite videos taken over the past few years, we could see that the earth is meeting its decline every day. It is deteriorating, and it is facing its critical conditions. And the world population is growing day by day. Human beings are growing day by day, and the world population in the year 1800 is around a million. 1 billion. It had reached 1 billion in the year 1800, but by 1900 it had reached up to 2 billion, and then in the 20th century it had reached up to 3.7 billion. So a rapid rise of human population is there. And now in our present day, the population is estimated to be 5.7 billion. So every 4 days the world population is increasing by 1 million in every 4 days. So now what happened is that we are increasing so much, our population is increasing so much, and there is a wide gap between the rich and the poor. The rich get richer, the poor gets poorer. There is no balance in the society. And the rich people, they do not want to produce more children, whereas it looks as if the poorest section of the society, the poorer people, they produce more and more children, which leads to poverty in every country, which leads to poverty. And what happened is that if people are not getting enough food, getting enough means of living, means of livelihood, then more people are there to, crush the environment, are there to destroy the environment, because they cut down forests as firewood, and all these things are happening. Now the population of India is estimated to be 920 million today. So India's population is very large. Now this is more than the entire population of Africa and South America put together. And they are now, the experts are scared that people are going to die because of hunger. More and more people are going to die because of hunger, because our population is growing, is rapidly increasing every day. Now the environmentalists are saying that we did not inherit this art from our forefathers, but we have borrowed it from our children. So what the experts are saying is that we have to be careful of how we are exploiting our environment. Every day we have to work to improve our environment. We have to contribute in improving our environment. How did we do it? How can we do it? By planting more and more trees, by not throwing our garbage everywhere, and by not burning down forests and cutting down of forests. So this is how we are going to do this. And for every literate person, everyone who is every literate person, every educated person should have a proper family planning. That is what they are saying as well. Should have a proper family planning. We should not just produce more and more children just because we wanted, a huge community or a huge family. We should be thinking about our financial status. We should be thinking about our economy first, and then we should plan our family properly, so that we can be having a normal life. We can provide better for our family, and how can we contribute in improving and safeguarding our environment is by planting more trees and not destroying and not participate in the act of destroying our environment. So this is what our this chapter is talking about, and we have come to the end of the lesson with that. And what I want you to do is go take your textbook and read what is written there in your textbook. You should always read your textbook, otherwise I cannot explain it line by line. So in order for you to understand and to know the real meaning of what is written in your textbook, you are responsible for reading your textbook. So with that, I will say thank you, class, for today, and I will see you in the next class.